The Megalithic Age in India began around 1500 BCE, although in some regions it may have started even earlier. This was a unique phase in Indian prehistory when people began using large stones called megaliths to mark burial sites and perform rituals. These megaliths weren't just random stones placed on the ground, they were carefully arranged in specific shape and patterns and held cultural and symbolic meaning for the people of that time. The term megalith literally means large stone, and these stones became the defining feature of this period. Megaliths were used mainly as burial markers. People buried their dead in stone chambers or pits and placed large stones over them as a sign of remembrance. In many cases, they also left behind grave goods like pottery, iron tools, weapons, beads, and ornaments. This suggests that people believed in an afterlife where these items might be useful. There were different types of megalithic structures such as menhirs, upright stone, dolmens, stone table-like structures, cairns, mounds of stone, and stone circles. These were often built on a hilly forested areas which became the preferred location for settlement during this period. One of the most remarkable features of the megalithic age was the use of iron. This period saw the introduction and widespread use of iron tools and weapons, which was stronger and more durable than the earlier stone or copper tools. Iron sickles, axes, plowshares, arrowheads, and blades have been found at many megalithic sites, showing that people had developed new skills in metalworking. This also helped improve agriculture, hunting, and other daily activities. Pottery was also quite common during this age, especially a distinct type called black and red ware, which was often found near burial sites. People of the megalithic age lived in semi permanent settlements. Their homes were usually made of perishable materials like wood, thatch, or mud, so not much remains of their houses. However, their burial sites have survived the test of time, giving us valuable clues about their lives. Interestingly, the burial practices varied from place to place. In some cases, the bodies were buried in extended position, in others, they were placed in pots or stone chambers. Some burials were secondary, meaning the bones were reburied after the flesh had decayed. This diversity shows a rich variety of customs and beliefs. These megalith sites are found across India, but they are especially common in the southern states like Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, and Telangana. Some of the important sites include Brahmagiri, Halur, and Maski in Karnataka, Adi Chanalur in Tamil Nadu, and Junapani in Maharashtra. In Junapani, for example, dozens of stone circles have been found, and they often contain burial goods like iron tools, ornaments, and pottery. In Telangana, large upright stones known as menhirs have been found arranged in vast fields, some of them standing over 10 feet tall. These massive stone arrangements reflect not only technical skill but also spiritual or cultural meaning. Another interesting discovery is that some megalithic structures may have had astronomical significance. In certain sites, the stones are aligned in a way that they mark the sunrise or sunset during specific time of the year, such as solstice or equinoxes. This means that people who build them may have a knowledge of astronomy and use the stones like calendars to track time or season, possibly for farming or ritual purposes. The megalithic age also marks the beginning of social organization. The effort required to build these huge stone structures suggests that people lived in organized groups and had leaders or elders who guided rituals and community activities. It also showed that society was becoming more complex, with roles for farmers, tool makers, potters, and possibly even religious specialists. Trade may have existed in small forms, as some burial items found in one region seem to have from another, hinting at early exchange system. To summarize, the megalithic age in India was a time of major cultural development. It marked a transition from a simple village to a more organized communities with advanced skill in iron technology, pottery, and ritual practices. The last stone structures built during this time was not only burial site but also symbol of identity, belief, and knowledge. They give us a fascinating glimpse into how ancient people lived, thought, and honored their dead. The legacy of this period remains etched in stone literally and continues to reveal the roots of Indian civilization.